Happy Tuesday, June 13th, 2023. Am I right? Yeah. And another edition of Morning Stories, Summer Morning Stories. Lily Brown's Paintings. Ooh, sounds like a beautiful book by Angela Johnson and E.B. Lewis. Who loves to paint out here? Who loves to garden? Who loves to run? Who loves to cook? Whatever. Who loves to play basketball? Well, whatever you do, find something that you are interested in doing and put your all into it. All right, let's be inspired. She has her little palette and her canvas, and we're going to read about Lily Brown. Lots of stars. She has her easel. She has a big smile on her face. She has the color of happiness, that yellow, the golden hues. Look, even the trees are smiling. You hear in the background someone who used to smile all the time, Louis Armstrong, even in the midst of suffering. He had cancer. Remember, he went to a boys' home when he was 12 years old because he shot a gun into the air, and it still was his destiny. It was his fate. And this is ironic because that's where he started playing the cornet and the trumpet down in New Orleans, and the rest is history. So don't be sad about dismal beginnings because it can turn out for the best. Note from E.B. Lewis. As a child, my father would take me to work at the Philadelphia Museum of Art, surrounded by the images of some of my favorite artists. Van Gogh. Remember Van Gogh? Son of a preacher. And very few people know this about Van Gogh, but he was the second Vincent van Gogh. He had a baby brother who was named the same name, Vincent van Gogh, but Vincent, the original Vincent van Gogh, died as a baby, and the parents, the family, buried him in the backyard, well, close to the home. So as a little boy, how do you think the second Vincent van Gogh felt? So he would see a grave marker with his name, and he would be like, wait, that's me. Why would they name him the same as a dead baby, a dead sibling? So that, I believe, stuck with Vincent van Gogh for all the way until adult years, and how he had so much rejection from women and friends, and his dear brother was the one who was a confidant. But just a lot of suffering, a lot of mental anguish. But it's good that Vincent van Gogh had a release, which was his paint. You remember the potato eaters, and when he was in the asylum. Okay, go on. And Matisse. So many beautiful paintings from Matisse and Paul Klee. I felt inspired. I love those artists too. The museum was the playground where my artistic imagination first soared. I imagine that Lily Brown is similarly influenced by an early childhood exposure to the arts. Same here. Perhaps these early experiences helped fuel her vivid imagination and fascination with painting, much like my early exposure to the masters did for me. In Lily Brown's paintings, I find myself paying homage to the artist and having fun with the art I love. A couple of my favorite scenes include Van Gogh's bedroom scene. He set up shop there, and was that in France? And where Lily dances around freely, and the scene where Lily is captivated by a story told by the storyteller on Paul Gauguin's beach. Is it Paul Gauguin? I believe so. Oh, look at this. Lily Brown loves her mama, daddy, and baby brother and the world they live in. She must love yellow. Van Gogh's favorite color was yellow. Sometimes, look at this. Now, doesn't this look like Van Gogh's bedroom? The same angles, same bed size. Oh, and the same chair set up this is really precious. Sometimes she spins around her room thinking about their world, and it's wondrous. How cool. Planks are the same angles. But when Lily Brown paints, her world starts to change. I know recently I was on the ground just like this, or on the floor, just getting lost. Find something for you to get away from social media, from pressures of the world, from interaction, and just get lost. And you'll be able to listen to the inner muse. Might be writing or something. The sunlight turns to stars and Lily begins flying around them. All the universe is one big colorful splash. The stars circle the planets in Lily Brown's paintings. Look at that. Look at that joy. Every child should be able to experience this type of bliss during summer vacation and beyond. Especially in school, it's up to teachers to discover what is it that taps them, that makes them come alive. Everybody's different. We can't have a general uniform curricula for everybody. But it takes extra effort. Oh, look at this. Another Van Gogh masterpiece. And sometimes they come down to earth to hang around sidewalk cafes and shine when the sun goes down. Oh, and we're familiar with this famous painting. A Van Gogh, my goodness. Very beautiful. Oh, this just reminds me of Monet and his gardens. But isn't this precious? I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I bet you Lily Brown is saying that. When Lily Brown paints, the trees that she walks past on her way to school wear hats and drink tea on cool days with other trees and shrubbery. They know Lily and bow to her. Isn't that fun? It's a wonderful world. Hey. When Lily Brown paints fruit at the corner market, it is striped and polka dotted. It speaks to people, then laughs out loud. When people put the fruit in bags to take home, the apples sing all the way there. Happy fruit. Oh, it's important for us to have happy fruit and happy veggies because that makes our stomach happy. It's much close to living. Now look at this. This is too cute. In Lily Brown's paintings, the path to the park becomes a wild animal living room with antelopes lounging and alligators on the foam. Lily always remembers to draw them a treat. Let's use the airplane. In Lily Brown's paintings, softly blowing rose-colored winds bring voices from across the ocean to tell stories that she has never heard. There she is. What a wonderful world. I'm digging this. I hope you're enjoying this too. Look at that. Just these paintings. Look at the light and the shadow and the contours. Then she listens and paints with blues and orange. You know, on the color wheel, those are complementary colors, right? Across from the color red is green. Across from the color yellow is purple. And across the color blue is orange. That means that when you put blue and orange together, they pop out. Right? They stand out. And you see? If you ever go to the Art Institute, you will see Searle's picture with like all the dots, thousands and thousands of dots. Well, if you look very carefully, you would see that his dots, strategically, he was very mathematical and scientific about his painting. He would put strategically complementary colors next to one another to bring them out. So you would see the reds and the greens and the yellows and the purples together and the blues and the oranges. Yeah, there's a science to it. It's just not all intuitive and creative, but there's some organization. Then she listens and paints with blues and orange to let the wind know she has heard them. There you go, the beautiful blue and orange. You see the reds and greens. Beautiful. Sometimes Lily herself walks around in her paintings or sails away through fields of red corn and purple painted skyscrapers. Look, you can use whatever palette you want. You can paint the sun purple, whatever, and the sidewalks blue. It's your creation. Look at this. In Lily Brown's paintings, the colors of people, places, and things change with her heart. People walk upside down. That's what I'm talking about. And the buildings on streets dance with airplanes flying above. And it's another world. It's a wonderful world. Get to creating. Look at that purple beetle. Yeah, there's a rainbow. Lily paints all that she sees and feels her own way. She puts her world of color and lights on anything she can find. It is magical. Come on, let's take some time to have our kids get off their tablets a little bit and their phones and get to just plain old creativity. See this? But at the end of the day, when Lily Brown is about to put her paints away, she remembers her mama's smile, her daddy's eyes, and the way her baby brother holds her hand before he goes to sleep. Aren't these precious memories? Aww. Parents. This is how all kids draw in their early years. And they have such innocence and purity in their love and relationships. It's not until they get older, like middle school, when they get tainted and the pain of bullying and comparing and not including, excluding, But in the meantime, you make sure that you make your world wonderful. It's their world again, and it's wondrous. Oh, this was beautiful. And the way her baby brother holds her hand before he goes to sleep, it's their world again, and it's wondrous. Let's go create, y'all. There are no author notes, but you're the author, you're the painter. Let's go do some great things.